high over the rainbow makes all your dreams come true. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where travel melts like lemon drop, high above the chimney top, that's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebird fly.
I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. There goes my hand shaking, and you are the reason my heart keeps bleeding. I need you now. If I could turn back.
Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, clouds high over the rainbow makes all your dreams come true. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where travel melts like lemon drop, high above the chimney top, that's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebird fly.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. With these lights, I can't see anybody, but that's okay. If you don't know me, I'm Becky Handley, and this is my husband, Kevin, and we are Ava's parents, and we are the founders of On Point for Ava. We are so grateful to have you here with us today. We do have some very special guests with us. We do have the mayor of Escondido with us in the front. This is Mayor White. Thank you so much for coming. And then we also have the owners of City Ballet. We have Stephen and Betsy Wittris joining us in the front here. And we're just so touched that we have this show. We're touched that we have these dancers who really want to dance. We're someone that has touched their lives with cancer. And every single dollar that we bring in, we bring it directly to these kids who need to get to treatment. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. We have a couple of mission moments to tell you about coming up later. But I want to do a little bit of housekeeping. Number one, in the program, unfortunately, the QR codes are not working. We found that out today. But we have ways for you to donate if you wish to donate. The website certainly will allow you to go to our donation page, and you can make your donation there if you feel moved to do so. And we just ask no flash photography and no videoing. We are making a video, so if people want to, we're going to do another fundraiser, and you can have access to that at a later time. Okay? All right. I hope you enjoy the show. And don't forget, we also have our reception afterward with a lot of delicious desserts and coffee, and there's a beer and wine bar up there. All right, enjoy the show. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Julia, and one of my favorite memories of Ava was doing Nutcracker with her. And most years we would share this little tiny dressing room and be a bunch of girls, and we'd be all cramped in this little room, but we'd always make it so special and get decorations for Christmas and just celebrate together. And then we always did party scene together, and most of the time we were in the same performances and casts, and we just have such a good time on stage. And she was always so into her character, and I was always so into mine, and we'd like have so much fun on stage together doing this party scene role. So that's what I really loved about Ava.
I was one of Ava's ballet teachers for many years. I still remember Ava's first class with me. She was standing at the back of the room in her little buttercup yellow leotard, and it was clear from the very beginning that she loved dancing. Ava worked hard, she grew as a dancer, and the joy she experienced while dancing was always evident. Ava was also a great lover of animals. She was a loyal friend, and she had a wry sense of humor that often caught me off guard. When I think of Ava, I always picture her dancing. I see her smiling, joyful, flying across the studio or the stage. It is a privilege to have been a small part of Ava's journey in ballet.
Hi, my name is Ellen. I was best friends with Ava when she went to City Ballet of San Diego. And my favorite memory with her was, there's a lot. Every time we would carpool to ballet, we'd always make really silly videos and just kind of laugh and just make stupid jokes. And during the Nutcracker season, we would always mess around. Like when we weren't on stage, we were backstage running around, playing hide and seek in our costumes, trying to not get caught eating snacks in our costumes, just always messing around, and we were always up to no good and all of that. So yeah.
Hi, my name is Naomi, and my favorite memories of Ava were during the time we had between ballet class on a Saturday morning and Nutcracker rehearsals during Saturday afternoon. And me and my mom and Ava and her mom and some other girls would all go and get lunch together. And it was definitely a highlight of my day because we could just talk and enjoy the time together before rehearsal started. So I'll always think of Ava when I get my Rubio's burrito.
About his crazy clothes, he wears tan shoes with pink shoelaces, a polka dot vest, and man, oh man, he wears tan shoes with pink shoelaces and a big Panama with a purple hat band. He takes me deep sea fishing in a submarine. We go to drive-in movies in a limousine. He's got a whirly birdie and a 12-foot yacht. But that's not all he's got. He's got tan shoes with pink shoelaces, a polka dot vest, and man, oh man, he wears tan shoes with pink shoelaces and a big Panama with a purple hat band.
Before the angels come to carry me, I want it down right and how to bury me.
Wearing tan shoes with pink shoelaces, the polka dot vest, and man, oh man, oh give me tan shoes with pink shoelaces and a big Panama with a purple hat band. lightly confessing I can hear hot licks from a set of drums upstairs. Well, it couldn't be Johnny 'cause he isn't there. Johnny's overseas, we know not where. But believe it or not, every night on the dot I can hear a tenor drum say, tick-tick-tick-tick-tack. When's that character coming back? When's that kid in the GI lid gonna choo-choo down the track? Poor old me, I'm beat as can be, and my rhythm started to rush. Look at these sticks trying to check out the licks. They're covered with an inch of dust. Beat for dust. Tick-tick-tick-tack. When's that character coming back? When's that boy with the jumping joy gonna launch that last attack? If he'll roll, roll, roll like a drumstick, chewing, chewing, chewing on a gunstick, Jack will soon have a Japanese derby and a beat like a cymbal on a music ride. Tick-tack. When's that character coming back? When's that boy with the jumping joy gonna launch that last attack? If he'll roll, roll, roll like a drumstick, chewing, chewing, chewing on a gunstick, Jack will soon have a Japanese derby and a beat like a cymbal on a music rack. Tick-tack. Tick-tack. When's that
Weren't those little ones super cute? They were so much fun. I loved seeing them, and I'm so grateful to have those kids here with us. This is our first mission moment, and what we're doing with the mission moment is we're just going to tell you a little bit about the disease that Ava had, and it's called DIPG. And we have a very special presentation from her neuro-oncologist up at Stanford University. She's going to tell you a little bit about the challenges that we have faced for these kids who've been diagnosed with DIPG, and she's really going to bring you that stark reality. It's overwhelming a little bit because we really need to do better for these kids. So with that, we're going to have our little presentation from Dr. Manje, and then we're going to get back to the show. Thank you.
My name is Michelle Manje. I'm a pediatric neuro-oncologist at Stanford University. My research laboratory is focused on understanding diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma, or DIPG, how it arises in the developing brainstem of children, adolescents, and young adults, what DIPG cancer cells depend on for growth, progression, and spread, and how we may best treat it. My clinical research program endeavors to bring what we discover in the lab to clinical trials of new therapeutic strategies for DIPG. Brain cancer is the leading cause of cancer-related death in children, and DIPG is the leading cause of brain cancer-related death. To date, DIPG is universally fatal, and the average survival is less than a year. It strikes approximately 400 children, adolescents, and young adults per year in the United States. Given the median age at which DIPG occurs and the average life expectancy, DIPG accounts for approximately 24,000 life years lost every year. I first became aware of this disease in medical school now nearly 20 years ago, when I cared for a little girl with DIPG from the day of her diagnosis until her death 6 months later. I was stricken by the unthinkable cruelty of this brain cancer and stunned by the horrifying realization that at the time we knew virtually nothing about DIPG, had no experimental model systems to study it, no knowledge of even the most basic aspects of what drives this seemingly intractable cancer, and worst of all, no way to even slow down its relentless progression. In the nearly 2 decades since her passing, motivated by this first child and the ever-growing list of children, adolescents, and young adults that I've cared for and lost, I've been part of the small but growing team of doctors, scientists, and parents fighting to understand, treat, and one day cure this terrible childhood cancer. In that time, there has been enormous progress as we've collaboratively developed tools to study DIPG in the laboratory, uncovered the molecular underpinnings sparking this malignancy, and determined ways in which DIPG takes advantage of the rich, growth-enabling environment of the developing childhood nervous system. This has allowed us to expose several vulnerabilities of DIPG that we're working to translate to effective new therapies. What we are discovering about DIPG has also taught us important lessons about other brain cancers and has elucidated possible therapies for prevalent diseases like glioblastoma. This progress forward has come only from a collaborative effort that crosses disciplines and geographic borders. It has been supported by those who have seen this disease through a variety of circumstances and could not turn away from this urgent unmet need. This progress has resulted in the opening of new clinical trials throughout the country, offering children with DIPG and other brain tumors the opportunity to try a therapy that might help. However, these trials mean traveling. They mean leaving home, leaving jobs, leaving siblings, and living out of suitcases near the hospitals that offer those clinical treatments. Children and their families need support to do this, and the support that is available is often insufficient. This is where Endpoint for Ava steps in to help. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting Endpoint for Ava. and the children that this wonderful organization helps.
So it's gonna be, fellas. Can you hit me with a hot note and watch me bounce? I said, can you hit me with a hot note and watch me bounce? When the trumpets get up, cheer me up, run to the beat up. Hit me with a hot note and watch me bounce. Hit me with a hot note and watch me roll. Slap me down with rhythm and dancer. When that's it, square up, how can I keep my head up? Hit me and watch me bounce. Start those trombones sliding. Let that be word. We're gonna have a big wave. Hit me with a hot note and watch me bounce. Start those trombones sliding while I gotta sing. Keep that tempo riding, and then you come in, and then you come in. Speak too loud, speak too loud.
Speak too loud, speak too loud.
You speak too loud, speak too loud.
যদি রাখিতে চাই
लिखित तो है पिको सबरिया जाए তুমি জাদু করে বলো তুমি জাদু করে বলো কে তুমি জাদু করে
I got all the parts I wished for. I got everything I need. Sometimes I'm above water, but mostly I'm at sea. Oh, it's like Johnny. Can't you see? There's so many rhythms and harmonies, and I'm walking the dog back. It's not like I got hurt or broken or ruined on the way. It's an ache and it shines through me, a swallow in a cage. Oh, it's like Johnny. Can't you see? There's so many rhythms and harmonies, and I'm walking the dog back. Is it a sign or just a landmine, or a feeling roaming free? It's overtaken me. Gonna hold it till it dries up, or pocket it for another day. If it's me, I cannot give up. I'd rather that she stayed. Oh, it's like Johnny. Can't you see? There's so many rhythms and harmonies, and I'm walking the dog back. I got all the parts I've wished for. I got everything I need. Sometimes I'm above water, but mostly I'm at sea. Oh, it's like Johnny. Can't you see? There's so many rhythms and harmonies, and I'm walking the dog back.
This is our last mission moment. You heard Dr. Manje talk about how difficult it is to make headway into DIPG and why we still don't have a cure. She talks about the need for travel. She talks about these newer clinical trials. And yes, these clinical trials are definitely extending the overall survival of these kids. But there are currently, right now, only 24 open clinical trials across the country. And that doesn't mean you get to go to your children's hospital and pick one of the 24. Of that 24, Dr. Manje's clinical trial that Ava was part of, she only has one location at Stanford in Palo Alto. And so we spent up to a month at a time up in Stanford. Kevin and I flew back and forth every week. I would work for a couple of days and then catch a flight, and then I'd go up to Stanford, and then I would be there for a few days, and he would work, and then we would meet again at the San Jose airport, and we would switch off again and continue to take care of Ava. And this is true for every single DIPG child. 75% have to travel over 100 miles just to get treatment. Our local patient that we support, Meadow was part of the slideshow that we had earlier. Meadow is 15 years old. She's been battling DIPG for about a year. And Meadow goes up to Seattle twice every month to get her treatment. Her mom is a single mom. She has 2 children. and she is a biology high school teacher for the city of Chula Vista. We send Meadows' mom $1,000 a month so that she can take her daughter up to Seattle to get her treatment. A treatment that is actually keeping her tumor stable. And a stable tumor is a big deal in the DIPG world. It is a very big deal. We get excited about a stable tumor. Now, getting back to those 24 clinical trials. As a woman, I am so happy to know that the survivability of 5 years for breast cancer is at 91%. The survivability for DIPG at 5 years is 0. There are 24 clinical trials available for DIPG. For breast cancer, there are over 1,000. All I want is just a few more of those, so that we can offer more options for these kids, because we will never get to a cure unless we get these kids enrolled in a clinical trial. Their data is everything. It's everything. And if we don't get the data, we can't say what's working and what's not working.
So I'm not just a prop, I can speak. So I wanted to talk about Ava's journey and how we got to where we're at. In September of 2020, we went to the hospital. She was having double vision and she was having headaches. And so as we got the MRI, we were carted off down the hallway. We both knew that something was incredibly wrong, and they gave us the news that she had a year to live. We immediately started to look for the trials that Becky had talked about, and Stanford was the most promising trial for her and for all children at the time, and still is. We had decided that that's where we wanted to go, and then we tried to decide on how we were going to pay for it. We were very fortunate. We had a community that rallied around us, and we accumulated a significant amount of money to do that travel. During one of the travels, when Ava was going up with Becky, Ava asked, what happens to those kids that can't afford to go to a clinical trial? And Becky told her that they're told to go home, make memories. It's unacceptable. A friend of mine that I just met last month at a parents' bereavement in the Poconos. If you've never been, go. It's a beautiful place. He said it poignantly, that we would go to the ends of the earth to catch somebody that molested a child, put them in jail. But the DIPG community is small, and therefore people look the other way. These children don't have a future currently. And as Becky stated, that if we don't get these children to clinical trials, we don't get the data, then all is lost. We will continue to go down the course that we're currently on, and we will never find a cure. Ava was upset about that. She was mortified that somebody would tell a child, you don't have any money, so go home, make memories. So that's why we started On Point for Ava. That's what we do. we get kids to trial. We get kids to their clinical sites. We do everything we possibly can. And like Becky stated, 100% or nearly 100%, we do have some overhead. But nearly 100% of our proceeds go to these families. And I wish I could give somebody a check for $5,000. I wish I could say, you know what? Don't worry about it. We got you. Just go and be with your child. And if that means that they get another 6 months, or they get an extra year, currently, that's priceless, right? It's like the visa, you know? It's priceless. You can't put a number on, you can't put a dollar amount on an extra 6 months or an extra year with your daughter, your son, your granddaughter, a niece, a nephew. Just can't. So that's why we do these events. I wish the audience was full, but this is our first year. Next year we'll be back with vengeance, and the mayor's going to help us. So please support. Please help us get these children to their clinical sites. Every dollar helps. It really does. Buy some raffle tickets. They're still going to be available. They'll be available up until the end of the show. And then we're going to draw, and the winners will be posted on the board outside. That's just our thank you for coming tonight. Hopefully you get what you put in for. Yeah, it was unacceptable for Ava. It's unacceptable for us, and it should be unacceptable to you. Thank you. And I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. I really do.
Lying beside you here in the dark, feeling your heartbeat with mine. Softly whisper your soul sincere. How could our love be so blind? We sailed on together, we drifted apart, and here you are by my side.
Hold on. Be over here. All right. And for our dancer. And for you. And for you. And I'm going to go sneak. And we have a special thank you for Alex Dixon and Tim Lynch, Lynch Dance Institute. We couldn't have done this without you. Come and say hi. And last but not least, our stage manager, Natalie Tess. Come on out, Natalie. She ran the show back here. All right. Thank you all so much for coming. And don't forget our reception upstairs. You can take the stairs right out here. And we have dessert and coffee and beer and wine.
And one last thing. I want to thank all of the dancers. It wouldn't have been possible if you guys didn't volunteer your time. Definitely want to thank that. I want to thank the Grand Ritz, excellent facility. I can't believe that Escondido doesn't promote this more. I've never even seen that it was here, but it. And to all of you, again, thank you very much for being here tonight. It's been a wonderful evening. And one more round of applause for our dancers, please.
And a special thank you to Emmy. Emmy, come on up. This was Emmy's idea. This whole thing is because Emmy has a heart for Ava, and she has a heart for trying to find a cure, and I'm so grateful for you. I'm so glad you sent me that email and that we got this started. Thank you very much. Thank you.